Well, good morning, everyone. It's GG's Sober Son, and I am here in Georgia just after sunup, and it's looking gorgeous. Today is March 21st. From daily reading from the 24 Hours a Day book. AA Thought for the Day. In AA, we forget about the future. We know from experience that as time goes on, the future takes care of itself. Everything works out well as long as we stay sober. All we need to think about is today. When we get up in the morning and we see the sun shining in the window, we thank God that He has given us another day to enjoy because we're sober, a day in which we may have a chance to help somebody. Do I know that this day is all I have, and that with God's help, I can stay sober today? Yeah, I love the saying that every day I don't pick up a drink, I'm in with a chance. I have an opportunity to learn and grow, and it is a live and love and learn and growing program. And the main thing is to keep the main thing. Avoid alcohol. Avoid the consumption of alcohol. And there's a lot that goes into that, of course. A relationship with a higher power, because that's what we sought when we drank, was something outside of us to affect how we feel inside of us. It says in the doctor's opinion, men and women drink essentially because they like the effect produced by alcohol, something outside of us that affects how we feel inside of us. So, absolutely 100%. Meditation for the day. All is fundamentally well. That does not mean that all is well on the surface of things, but it does mean that God's in His heaven and that He has a purpose for the world, which will eventually work out when enough human beings are willing to follow His way. I don't know about that. That sounds pretty transactional. And it's not if then. It's all going to work out, regardless of enough human beings. Wearing the world as a loose garment means not being upset by the surface wrongness of things, but feeling deeply secure in the fundamental goodness and purpose in the universe. And I definitely agree with that. That regardless of how things seem, it'll work out. It all works out. We win. We believers win. I love what my pastor, Graham, talks about. He says, if something tragic happens and people are like, was that God's will? And he goes, I don't know. It is now. I mean, God can redeem anything and make it beautiful. Just the fact that I drank to the point, whether I was born an alcoholic or whether I drank to the point that I became an alcoholic, is irrelevant, one. And two, whatever got me to the place where I was involved in such a wonderful fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous, I'm okay with, because it got me here to where I have a purpose in life. I can share my experience, strength, and hope. I can see where my experience can benefit others. That in God's hands, a snow egret. In God's hands, the dark past is the greatest possession I have. Beautiful. Bye-bye. The dark past is the greatest possession I have. With it, I can avert death and misery for others. That's a great mission, you know? Prayer for the day. I pray that God may be with me in my journey through the world. I pray that I may know that God is planning that journey. God is with me through the world. I don't have to pray it. I have to be conscious of it. I have to be aware of His presence, for sure. And I think that's what the writer was trying to say. I pray that I am conscious of God's presence as I go through my day and as I go through the world. And that God is planning my journey. Amen to that. Have a great day, y'all. Look up, aim up, and rise up. Love you.